So the final whistle has gone at Ewood Park, and Blackburn Rovers could only muster a 1-1 draw over Stoke City. Of course, the team news are scrolling at the top of the screen there. It's done and dusted, of course. 1-1 final score in what has been probably up there in probably the top 5 worst performances I've ever witnessed. Blackburn Rovers today, and I feel quite guilty that we've actually daylight robbery a point out of this one. I'm just looking at the other scores coming in there. And there's actually a fantastic opportunity for Rovers to get 3 points today, with the likes of Bournemouth losing, Middlesbrough losing. Who else losing? Millwall. I don't know. Don't care about Millwall. Who else lost today? Watford won, so that was probably not good. It's all the bits and pieces were there for Rovers to make up some ground on that top 6, top 5. I think I've got the league table up here, which could be right. I don't know. I can't really see it. It's a live table that will change periodically as the results come in. But yeah, it was a diabolical performance by Rovers. Nothing to get excited about to be there. When you look at it, though, when you look back and you see the starting lineups on this one, you think on paper this is probably as good as it gets. You know what I mean? I don't see anyone else in Rovers' squad to come into this lineup to make it a better team. I don't. You got your Adam Armstrong in there. You had your Bradley Dack in there. You had your Lewis Travis in there. You've got this brand new signing, squeaky clean Branthwaite in there. You got Darrell Lennon in there. You got Nyambi in there. You got Kaminsky in there. You got Elliott in there. They're all first names on the sheet sort of stuff. But you know, okay, they might not all be match fit and all that. I would say Brereton he should be in there at some stage, at some regard. But, you know, match fitness is probably the only negative you could say about that start 11. That start 11 would probably start 9 out of 10 matches for Rovers. And guess what? It was shit. It was shit today. Whether it is playing a formation that doesn't suit that 11, that's probably what it boils down to. Or were we up against a much better side? No, when you look at the team news of Stoke, you think it's a starting 11 that doesn't frighten me. They didn't have their young Tyrese Campbell up there. They didn't even have I don't think they had a recognised striker on there. But guess what? Up stepped Nick Powell, and of course banged the ball in the back of the net to give Stoke a lead, and a deserved lead in the first half. And it was just carbon copy of the same match that we just encountered at the Bet365 only a month ago, give or take. So Nick Powell did the double over Rovers, giving themselves the lead. And we did not look like we were getting anything out of this game. And I was ripping my hair out on the old watch long. I just didn't see anything to get excited about. There was no, and the stats proved it. 13 shots on the day for Stoke, 6 for Rovers. That is at Ewood Park. That's at Ewood Park. That's stuff that doesn't really happen. We're, of course, renowned for our possession football, our shots on target. But today, there's not there to be seen. Now, is the fact that we're trying to force Bradley Dack into a role that he doesn't really fit into? I don't know. But I'm just having a look at the table right now. Rovers up to remain in 11th. We are 7 points adrift now of Reading, who have got game in hand as well. Middlesbrough 4 points adrift of Reading as well. So it's not really. We made zero ground on that top 6 spots. To be fair with you, so. You know, it's a huge opportunity missed for us. And right around the corner, we have a very difficult game on the horizon with Swansea. The next visitors at Ewood Park. And to be honest with you, I cannot see us getting anything out of this. With this performance, followed by the previous performance against Doncaster, and even the performance against Birmingham, to be honest with you, I know we won that game. There's been no caveats or no indications that Rovers are going to turn a corner and start to perform like we had to perform at the start of the season. A new addition, young Brathwaite, come in there, of course, and he did okay. To be fair, he looked composed, but the defensive resolve from us may have improved. But our attacking football, the possession was more backwards and sideways. It was Jason Lowe-esque, of course, when we used to have him in the middle of the field for us, going passing backwards and not driving forwards. It was frustrating. It was a frustration levels beyond no else. I cannot describe how bad a performance it was for Rovers. But fortunately for us, we did get the equalizer through. Of course, a big game-changing substitutes by Tony Mowbray. Of course, everybody was raging at the moment when Bradley Dack was substituted for John Buckley, but he was there on point to put the Rovers back in this game. We tried to push for an equaliser, but it was too little, too late. Is it a fair result? Probably at the end of the day, yeah, a fair result. But I still feel a bit hard done by that Stoke actually came away with just a point. A little bit later on the channel, I'll have a detailed review of this match. Of course, we'll have a little listen to what the fans have to say. Of course, what Mowbray has to say as well. Of course, maybe a little inkling as to what's in store for Rovers up against Swansea. But I'm livid. I'm absolutely raging with the fact that we've been. I'm just raging with the performances. Now, you can either play well, like really good, and lose. I can take that. Or you can play scrappy and win. I could take that. But we played scrappy here, and we nearly lost. You know what I mean? It was no plus points out of this. No plus points out of this. The only plus point is the debut for Brathwaite. Of course, will there be any more additions in the transfer window for Rovers? I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, again, be sure to give the video some love and smash that thumbs up, smash subscribe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. But of course, the detailed review. But until then, I'm out.